Yep.
And the team is going to put up in the chat box a bunch of resources that people can go to.
Okay, wonderful.
Like the DCSE education page, the CISA education page, the Australian government just put out 2 weeks ago their insider risk guidance for cleared companies and government entities. But it all boils down to, this is, and I want to hear what you say. It all boils down to this, and this is why this is a great profession. Yeah. And this is not a negative. This is a positive.
Yes. Good job security.
Job security in as much as we help people show how they can keep their people trustworthy.
Right.
And I think as long as we harp on the positive aspects, because it's so easy, because I sat in counterintelligence for a long time. Got to catch spies. When that's your metric, you got to catch a spy.
Right.
But maybe it's not. Maybe your metric is, wow, we got 25,000 employees. Let's keep them all honest.
Right.
And give them a reason to trust us and give them a reason to be loyal to us. And there's a piece I just wrote for Kelly for DTEX was the power of the employee assistance program.
Oh my, yes. Yes.
Right. Saves a lot of folks. About an engaged manager is less likely to lose the loyalty of an employee than the disengaged manager.
I mean, you're talking employee lifecycle management.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But if you don't grow your people, or if you have favorites,
right? Yep.
People get disenfranchised.
Out.
And how fast until the screw you factor comes into play, right?
Yeah.
That was what Ames, his motivation, and I knew Rick Ames, and yeah, he was always thought he was the smartest guy in the room, and for a long time he showed us he was.
Yeah. But it didn't last.
It wasn't his mistake.
Right.
That it didn't last.
Christopher, do you know Dr. David Charney?
I do know Charney.
Yeah. Okay. I'm curious.
I do know Charney. I have interviewed him and talked with him and sat with him, and yeah, we've talked a lot.
Yeah, I love him.
He's an interesting fellow.
Yeah.
I think I don't. Let me preface. I don't agree with everything he says. I agree with some.
Right.
Which is why I'm an independent thinker. I have my way of skinning this cat, not your way. Thank you.
He definitely looks at it from a different angle. That's for sure.
Well, exactly. And then we have the people who follow the mice, right? And again, to me, these are people who are building bingo sheets instead of just looking at what you have. Yeah, each one as its own iteration. There is nothing a piece of software can provide us that tells us the answer. Software and applications can give us the data that we need to look at, and it has to give it to us in the most complete manner possible, or we're going to screw people over often.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so interesting. I love the topic.
Well, I kind of like the recruiting side of the business, but I left that umpteen years ago.
My favorite is development. Recruiting is easy. You've got it's like I always say it's like, it's a whole dating cycle, right?